And then come to a nice mountain pose on your mat. So we're going to start with the feet, making sure that we're grounded, okay? So let's feel the big toe mounds in contact with the earth, outer heel, inner heel, little toe mound. Now raise your toes, spread them out, and bring them down to the mat, nice and big. So we've got a really solid foundation here, connecting to the earth. Bring that energy up through the legs, the hips over the ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, and turn your palms forward and breathe. So we're just going to give the breath a chance to smooth out a little bit here. Just work on making your inhales and exhales a little more even. And now start to feel that breath really move through and open up all of those little energy centers in your body. So when you exhale, the body just softens, and when you inhale, that breath just goes everywhere, all the way to the tips of your toes, the tips of your fingers, the crown of your head. All right, let's add some arms to this. So bring your hands to your heart here, exhale. And then inhale your fingertips up toward the sky. Turn your palms out. And as you exhale, think about just releasing anything you don't want to bring into your practice today. Bring your hands back to your heart. Inhale deeply, fingertips up toward the sky, and exhale, just let anything go that will come between you and your practice right now. You can pick it up later. Do that 2 more times. So now we have the breath moving. Take your feet slightly wider than hip width distance here, and we're just going to allow everything to just loosen up as we bend the knees and hips, right? We're still waking the body up, getting it prepared for the day. Move your arms, just move things in, out, back, and forth. And then come back to standing with your feet still comfortably hip width distance apart. We're going to start our spinal series. So with long arms, take your fingertips forward, touch your fingertips, and then with arms still long, open up, shine your heart up, open the front of the shoulders. Here's our cats and cows. We go forward, touch the fingertips, open. So we're rounding here into the cat, opening into cow, yep. And the next time you're open into your cow, just hold here. And then bring your fingertips back forward, press your palms together, bring your hands to your heart. Take your fingertips up toward the sky and shake it out, shake your arms down. So your feet are still comfortable, and we're going to move the spine side to side, right? So we're tilting. So we're going to make a little ball of energy with the hands here, right hand on top. Take your left hand toward the right, your right hand toward the left, tilt, and then circle around that ball of energy. Now your left hand's on top, right hand's on the bottom, and press opposite direction with the arms. And just keep moving around that circle ball of energy side to side. When you do this, think about keeping your shoulders stacked rather than leaning forward. Okay, so we'd rather go less deep to the side with the shoulders stacked than forward to try and deepen. Think about triangle when we keep the shoulders stacked, right? just rotating around this ball of energy, getting a nice opening in the side body. The next time your left hand is underneath, pressing toward the right, and your right hand is pressing toward the left, just hold on to that for a moment. Take an extra breath there. And come circle back around and press. And circle back around and shake things out. So 2 more directions we're going to take the spine is in twisting. Okay? So we're going to bend the knees a little bit, point the toes pretty much forward, bring your hands to your thighs, exhale, and then as you inhale, the right arm comes up, behind, and back to the thigh, left arm, behind, and back to the thigh, and open, and back. Yep, so we're twisting, letting the spine get liberated and move. And also this is a really nice opening for the shoulder as you do this. Okay, the next time you twist back to the left and bring your hand back to your thigh, you'll be even. So we're going to do one more thing here. Take your arms out, inhale, and exhale. Try and keep your hips facing forward and just twist from the belly here. Now take your gaze towards your right fingertips. When you exhale, take your gaze to your left fingertips. Take your gaze back to the right. Come center. Lift the ribs away from the hips. Twist from the belly. Keep those hips facing forward. Twist to the left. Take your gaze left, right, left, and come back to center. Shake it out. All right, so we're going to be working our way down to the earth, do core, do hip opening, and work on our sun salutations. So come to the top of your mat here. Find that mountain pose. Re-ground your feet. Think about lining everything up and take a moment to see if you can feel your energy moving. Is it moving a little more freely now that you've been doing all these opening moves? Take a breath. Now inhale, float the arms up, folding from the hip creases, going as high or low as suits you right now. Come into a forward fold. Keep your legs straight, lift your heart, shine your gaze forward, half lift. Now bend the knees and hips, bring your hands down to the mat, fingertips down to the mat, and step your legs back to down dog. So you're in that inverted V here, down dog. And we'll just go ahead and walk the dog a little bit, bend one knee and then the other. Pressing the heels toward the mat alternately. Take one heel down and hold. Switch, other heel down and hold. Both heels down and hold. All right, let's intentionally bring the knees down, trying to get them to the mat at the same time. And sit off to the side. Take your legs straight. We find seated mountain pose with the feet flexed as though they were still standing on the floor. Inhale and exhale. Turn your palms out. Let's draw some energy up from the earth here. Inhale, seal it between your palms, and exhale, bring it to your heart. And shake things out, release. All right, so we're going to be doing dead bug for our core. It's also a great way to get the hips moving in the morning. So let's go ahead and take ourselves down to the mat here. 2 feet on the mat is where we'll start. Hands are by your side. Okay, we're going to extend the right leg, left arm back, and bring it in. Left leg, right arm back. Now the heel is not on the floor here. The heel is hovering. That's how your core gets engaged. And bring it in. Okay, so that's one way to do it. 2 feet on the mat and alternate. Now we're going to Bring the right knee up, keep the left foot down. Extend your right leg, the heel is still hovering, left arm back. Bring it in, right foot down. Left knee up, extend the left leg, right arm, heel hovers. Bring it in and down. Okay, that's another way to do it. And the final way we're going to do it as an option is 2 knees up. So let's try this. Right leg, left arm, extend, and in. Left leg, right arm, extend, and in. All right, you've got your choices. We're doing 4 on a side. 2 feet to the mat, right knee up, or 2 knees up. Here we go. We're going right 4 times. Right leg extends, left arm back, and in. Again on the right. Remember, the heel is hovering. And in. Yes, good. And 3 on the right. And in. And 4 on the right. And in. To the left. It's 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And bring it in. Raise one leg and wave your foot at me if you're starting to feel something in your core there. All right, time to feel more then. So let's go ahead and put 2 feet back down on the mat. Put your hands by your side, and we're going to extend both legs and both arms, keeping the heels hovering. And bring it in, feet down. Okay. The other way we're going to try that is 2 knees up and extend and bring it in. Choose one of those to do 4 times. Feet down, knees up. Here we go. Extend and in. Extend and in. Extend and in. Last time, extend and in. All right, hug your knees in and just rock side to side. You might hold on to your shins here. You might hold on to the back of your thighs. Just rock the spine out a little bit. Bring your feet to the mat and let those knees gently open and close, little butterfly wings. Inhale and exhale. So now we're going to do some oblique work. Okay? All right, we're not quite done with the core. Take your arms straight up and press your palms together. Okay? So we're going to roll the shoulders and head up and take both hands to the outside of the right leg. Come back to center. Roll down. Roll the shoulders and head up. Take both hands to the outside of the left leg. Come center and down. Let's do that with a leg extension now. Roll up, hands right, left leg extends, center and down. Roll up, hands left, right leg extends, center and down. I know you already guessed the next way we're going to be doing this is with 2 knees up. So roll up, hands right, left leg extends, center and down. Roll up, hands left, right leg extends, center and down. Hug your knees in for a second. Honestly decide for yourself whether you'll be working with your feet down or your knees up. And here we go. We're just going to alternate side to side. Press those palms together. Roll up, hands right, left leg extends, center, down. Roll up, hands left, right leg extends, and down. And let's smooth it out. Hands right, left leg, hands left, right leg. Are we getting this? This is working okay? And extend. And side to side. We don't really go fast with these because they're more effective if you do them slower. All right. The next time your hands are to the right and your left leg is extended, stay right there. Hold 2, 3, 4, and bring it down. Hands left, right leg extends and hold. And bring it in. Oh, hug those knees in. Inhaling and exhaling. Bring your feet down and just let those knees open and close. Inhale and exhale. So this is just specific core work. Of course, we work the core a lot in most of the other things we do in our yoga practice. Let's come to seated here. And to open up the hips, we're going to do a little rock the baby. So both legs are long, feet are flexed. Bend your right knee. Take your right foot in your left hand and hold on to your right leg with your right hand. And we rock the baby, legs side to side, torso stays facing forward. Yep. All right, now go ahead and take your right ankle, put it on your left thigh so it's above your left knee. If that doesn't feel right to you, you can put it below the knee, just don't put it on the knee. Support yourself with your hands. Take your left foot in just until it gets flat on the mat. You're in an open pigeon. With your right foot flexed, take your right foot to the left and the leg back over to the right. So we're moving side to side here in our open pigeon. Now the next time your right foot comes over to the left, let it come all the way down. See what's happening with your right hip. If your right hip is touching the mat, great, stay where you are. If your right hip is hiked up like this, move your right foot in front of your left shin and allow your hips to be even on the mat, okay? So we're holding on to the right leg with the left hand. Bring your right arm up and back. Straighten the spine, lengthen the spine, and we twist, taking the gaze toward the right shoulder. Some people like to bring their left elbow outside the right knee. If you can do that with a straight spine and you want to, go ahead. And release. Straighten the legs, shake them out. Okay, everybody good to go on the left side? We okay? All right. This time, what did we just do? Okay. This time the right leg stays straight. We take the left foot in the right hand, left leg in the left hand, keeping the torso straight. So we're moving the hip. You can see if you start to spin your body, that takes the action away from the hip. So we want to stay straight forward. Come back to center. Bring your ankle, left ankle, either above your knee or below the knee, okay? Above the knee if possible. Support yourself with your hands. Draw your right leg in till your right foot is on the mat. Flex your left foot. We take that leg side to side. So this is for the hips. So just focus on the sensations that you're getting in your hip. Hopefully release of the hip. And then take your left foot all the way over to the right. We'll do that check here to see if the sit bones are connected to the mat or if it would be better to move the left foot in front of the right shin. Hold on to your left leg with your right hand. Take your left arm up and back. Lengthen through the spine and twist, turning your gaze toward your left shoulder. If that elbow outside of your left knee is for you this morning, do it. If it makes you do this, then don't do it. We want to sit up straight and twist with a long spine. Unwind, 2 feet forward, shake the legs out, inhale and exhale. All right, shake out your wrists and come to hands and knees. Now, if being on hands and knees hurts your wrists, you can do whatever we're doing with your hands on a chair or a wall. So let's come into our tabletop here. Inhale and exhale. Okay. And we're going to now from here come into a knee down plank, bend at the elbows, and take the hips back. So we're going plank, push up, hips toward heels. Just a few times. You can do it with a knee up plank if that feels better to you this morning. And we're going to take this now to child's pose, big toes together, knees wide apart. Arms long, extend through the spine. Really press those hips toward the heels. Get that maximum lengthening of your spine, the lower spine here. Inhale and exhale. So in child's pose, your head is supported. It's either resting directly on the mat or you can make a pillow with your hands, but we don't want the head dangling in space. And let's find our way to downward facing dog. Okay, so focusing on lengthening the spine here. Let's bend those knees. Once you're in your down dog, bend your knees. Press your tailbone back and up where the wall meets the ceiling, and then just start to straighten your legs as much as you can, keeping that extension in the spine. So we're really focused on the spinal extension more than whether the knees are bent or straight. Heels, rarely, for a lot of people, they don't touch the mat, so that's not all, that's also not a big deal. All right, and then take any journey you want, bringing your feet towards your hands. Yep, when you get there, bend the knees and hips, put your hands on your thighs, shine your heart forward, half lift. Now we're going to just roll the hands down the legs, come into a forward fold. You can stop high, you can stop medium, you can go down as far as you want. So you're starting to feel your hamstrings here. If you're not feeling your hamstrings, your hips are probably way back and you in your heels. Square your feet, bring your hips over your ankles. Now bring your hands to your hips. We've been down for a while, so we're going to come up slowly. Just come halfway up, press through the feet, and lift the rest of the way up. Slowly so the body doesn't get dizzy. All right, let's shake things out. How's everybody doing? Are we good? We're going to move into sun salutations. Remember when we do the planks, knees up or down, the more important thing is where are you strongest. We don't want any sway backs in our planks. So let's come to the top of the mat here. Inhale and exhale. Float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, straight leg swan dive. Always as high or low as you want. Keeping the legs straight, shine your heart forward, half lift, bend the knees and hips, hands down. Step back with your right leg. Left knee is over the left ankle, and we're in this nice lunge where you can just freely move around. Now we come to knee up or knee down plank. Nice, long, strong spine here. Chaturanga down. Hands are under the shoulders, shoulders toward the ears, down the spine. Lift the heart. Release. And find your way to down dog. Okay, so a lot of times table to down dog is the way to go. Sometimes a different way up is the way to go. Inhale and exhale. Let's make sure that we're getting that nice lengthening of the spine in the down dog. Press the tailbone up and back. Now take your right leg up to hip height. Take a big step, whatever big means to you right now, forward, and continue walking to the top of your mat. Half lift with straight legs. Let your hands roll down your legs. Now think about the lower half of your body made of cement, upper half made of feathers. Exhale, and as you inhale, float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And come back to mountain pose for a couple of breaths. Just recenter. We're going to do the same thing on the left. Everybody good to go? Good on the left? All right. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. We're folding right over the hip creases. We're looking to feel those hamstrings stretch. Take a half lift, shine your heart forward, bend the knees and hips, bring your hands to the mat. Step back with your left foot. Find your lunge with the right knee over the right ankle. And then come into plank, knees up or down. If your knees are up, before you come into your chaturanga, go ahead and roll to the very tips of your toes and come down. That just helps the alignment a little bit. Okay, and come into your cobra, shine your heart forward. Release. And come into down dog. Let's take a couple of breaths in down dog. Think about the length of the spine, right? Pressing that tailbone back and up. Now take the left leg up to hip height. Take a step forward and continue your journey to the top of your mat. Half lift, forward fold, pressing down to lift up. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. Yes, and hands come heart center. Great. All right, so let's take a few breaths here. Shake things out. So far, this has been pretty rigorous. So let's soften things up a little bit. So we're going to take the feet at least mat width distance apart with the toes turned out. So for this, you might, like your heels might be touching the mat. You might be turned sideways and your whole foot's on the mat. Ground through the foot again, okay? Now, when you do that, as you bend your knees, as long as your feet are grounded, the knees go over the toes where we want them. So we're going down and up, knees over toes, coming into 5-pointed star, and elbows to waist, knees out, moonflower. 5-pointed star to moonflower. Yep. So let those arms go all the way up unless it bothers your shoulders, and then take your legs a little wide. Yeah, there you go. Out and up, knees over toes. Yep. All right, now we're coming back up, and we're going to do sunflower. So go ahead and bend the knees. It's a forward fold as far or as not far as you want to go. Right arm crosses in front of left. And we come back up. Fold knees over toes, left arm in front of right, and up. So that's all it is. The sunflower is down and up. We switch which arm is in front so that the shoulders get a nice little even workout. Yeah. Taking this at your own pace. Something that feels good to you. Okay, we started with the right arm in front, so the next time the left arm goes in front, You'll probably be even. Come back to 5-pointed star and step together, shake it out. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of balance here. So we just did sunflower, moonflower. We're going to do sun and moon balance. So go ahead and square off your feet, feet hip width distance apart. We find that strong mountain pose. Find a spot that isn't moving, something steady to look at. Take a nice inhale through the nose and a big exhale through the mouth, just letting go. All right, hands to the hips here, right heel up. Just see how that feels. We're not pressing into the left leg, we're staying straight and lifted on the left leg. Right heel down, left heel up, and release. Going back to the right now, right heel. Start to lift that foot as much or as little as works for you. You can have your hand lightly on something. Try not to lean over into it. Yep, and release. And we'll do that on the left. Keep your gaze steady. Let's see how it feels to take the left knee up. And release. All right, now if you know sun and moon, just go straight for it. Right knee, left arm. Otherwise, right heel, right knee, left arm up, right fingertips down. And release. Left heel, left knee, right arm up, left fingertips down. And release. All right, one more time on each side. Remember, you can just float right into it. Some of you, a lot of you know this. Okay, right knee, left arm, up we go. And release. One more side, left knee, right arm. And release. Okay, remember when I told you we use our core a lot? In yoga, that was definitely using the core to help keep you upright. Okay, so let's go ahead and just take the legs wide as you can. Put your hands on your thighs and just move your shoulders side to side. So get a little just release of the spine here. And then from there, just move around in any way that feels good to you. We're going to start tapping into how does the body feel? What spots are asking for a little extra attention right now? Move in any way that feels good to you. You can take your legs back closer together and move around. Okay, so we're just scanning the body. And as you do that, take a look around, see if there's something that you want to bring with you as we come back down to the earth. Sometimes your space gets a little chilly and you want something to cover up, or you want an eye pillow. Okay, and we're going to start working our way down. So come back to mountain pose at the top of the mat here. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over your straight legs. Remember, this could be high, low, anywhere in between. Take your half lift, bend the knees and hips, fingertips to the mat, and step back to down dog. All right, if you've had it with down dog, you can come into table. If you're in down dog, bring your big toes together. Take your knees to one side, hips to the other, moving side to side. If you're in table, just swish your hips side to side. And come back to center, and now, once again, mindfully bringing the knees to the mat, sit off to the side, and come into a nice long seated mountain pose. All right, collecting some energy from the earth with the palms face up. Inhale, float the arms up. palms touch. Exhale, draw that to your heart. And shake things out. We're going to do a couple of soft forward folds. So let your legs just be natural. Float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, just fold over your legs. Just softly fold. No goal here. Float the hands up the legs. Inhale the arms up. And exhale. And come on up. We're going to come down now, bend the knees. Bring it all the way down. Inhale and exhale. All right, so from here, we're going to take the right ankle across the left thigh, flex the right foot, bring the legs in towards you, put your right hand in between the legs, hold on to your left leg, okay? You might have your hands around the hamstring, you might be holding the side. Hold on, we're in pigeon here, recline pigeon. And send breath to your right hip. Send breath and release to your right hip. Now extend your left leg, point and flex your left foot. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. And now we're going to let go of the left leg and cross tightly at the thighs. Cross the legs at the thighs. Your right leg is closest to you. Draw your legs in towards you and move around. So we're just really, really letting that hip release. All right, now we release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Gently let those legs open and close. Take your left ankle across your right thigh. Make sure the left foot is flexed. Draw your legs in towards you. Put your left hand through your legs. Hold on to the back of your thigh. Once again, we're in pigeon. Check out your right knee. You want your right knee in line with your right shoulder. And breathe into that left hip. All right, now take your right leg up, point and flex the right foot. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. Let go of your right leg, cross tightly at the thighs. Your left leg is closest to your chest. And move around. See if there's any more stuck spaces in the hips to release here. And release, unwind, bring your feet to the mat. Let's take a big stretch, arms and legs. Stretch the arms and legs long. Inhale. Now exhale, draw both legs in, draw both knees in. Hold on to your shins or your hamstrings here. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to move the hands to right under the knees on the hamstrings. Take the knees as far away from you as you can, depending on, your arms, and then rock side to side. So the reason we did that is to get a nice massage for the lower spine. And now come back to center, and we'll come into happy baby. You can hold on to your feet if they're available. You can hold on to your hamstrings. You'll notice that your hips are more lifted now. And when you rock side to side, you're getting a little higher on the spine. All right, come on back to center. Bring your feet to the mat. So your feet are about hip width distance apart here. Take your arms long. Here we go. Extend the fingers wide and bring them into a gentle fist. Extend and wiggle them into a gentle fist. So you can feel the energy going all the way up your arm. This is actually helps your posture. Extend and wiggle. And then from a gentle fist, rotate your wrists one direction and the other. Bring your arms back down and just let your head move side to side, feeling into the neck to see if there's any spots that still need a little release. And then coming back to center, start to move your body, scan your body from head to toe, see if there's any final moves that your body wants to make as you start to find your final relaxation position for this particular moment in time. Okay, so see how it feels to have your knees bent, your legs straight, which is more comfortable for you right now. Hands are by your sides, 6 or more inches away from the hips. Get any final wiggles out. And from your final relaxation position, take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And as you slowly exhale, release your body onto the earth. Just let the earth support you. And be in your final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And on your next inhale, stretch everything long. Exhale, draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. And come on up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, Thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.